So I tested every major VPN on Xbox and most of them completely destroyed my connection speed. But there's 3 of them that actually made my gaming better. And in this video, I'm breaking down the best VPNs for Xbox, ranked from good to best. So you don't waste money on something that tanks your ping, like I did. But before we get into it, all 3 VPNs I'm covering today have exclusive deals linked in the description. Go ahead, scan that QR code on screen or just check the link below. Deals expire, so grab it while it's live. Now, the number 1 pick surprised me. Stick around. So here's why I actually did this test. I kept getting DDoSed in ranked lobbies. My connection would drop just mid-match, no warning, no explanation. I knew a VPN could hide my IP and stop that from happening, but every time I tried one, my ping would spike from 30 ms to like 200 to 300 ms, and the game became completely unplayable. So I spent 2 weeks testing every major VPN specifically on Xbox, and I want to show you exactly what I found. Now, here's the thing most VPN guides won't tell you. Xbox doesn't support VPN apps directly. So if you're just downloading something from the Microsoft Store, you're already doing it wrong. I'll explain the right way to set it up as we go through each pick. Let's start with number 3, which is ProtonVPN. This one caught me off guard because Proton is built by the same team that made ProtonMail out of Switzerland. Now, privacy is their whole identity, and it shows in the tech. Now, here's the key features I tested on Xbox. For this, speed loss in 2026 test is only about 8%, fast enough for buttery smooth 4K streaming on Xbox. Their VPN Accelerator technology can boost speeds up to 400% over long distances. Now, I connected to a server in Tokyo from the US. My ping stayed under 90 ms. Without it, the same server pushed me past 200 ms. That's the difference between playable and unplayable, you know. Router setup works on both OpenVPN and WireGuard, and WireGuard is the one you want for gaming. SecureCore architecture routes your traffic through privacy-hardened servers in Switzerland, Iceland, or Sweden before exiting. Serious protection if you're worried about surveillance. But the flaws. The premium pricing is noticeably steeper than budget options. And honestly, if you're a hardcore competitive gamer, Proton isn't your first choice. Now, the ping is in the 40 to 60 ms range, which is fine for casual play, but in fast Twitch shooters, you'll feel it. But who is it for? Well, you use your Xbox mainly as a streaming hub and you want to unlock global content libraries, Netflix, Disney Plus, and BBC iPlayer in full 4K. Also great if privacy is your top priority. That's who it's really for. But ProtonVPN deal is 70% off plus a 30-day refund policy. The link is in the description, or just go ahead and scan the little QR code on screen. But so Proton is excellent for streaming, but here's where it gets interesting. The next 2 VPNs are built differently, and one of them has a feature that I genuinely think is the best thing you can have if you play ranked online. But of course, first, let me show you the one that's perfect if you've got a whole house full of gamers. Now we're moving on to number 2, Surfshark. And this one is the best choice for big households. Here's what makes it stand out. Surfshark gives you unlimited simultaneous connections on one subscription. That means your Xbox, your PC, your phone, your roommate's PlayStation, hate that guy, all protected at the same time. Now here's some key features for this one. Consistency retains over 90% of baseline speeds. So one of the fastest VPNs I've tested so far. It uses WireGuard with CHA-20 encryption. Sounds funny, but it's the fastest and most modern protocol combinations available. It also uses Nexus technology, which is their proprietary network architecture that connects you to an entire network of servers instead of just a single tunnel. One feature called rotating IP automatically changes your IP address every few minutes without disconnecting you, which is pretty cool. You know, that's huge for staying anonymous in ranked lobbies if you want. Also, 4,500 plus servers across 100 countries. Easy to find low latency servers near your game's regional server. It's not a problem at all. Now, all servers support P2P traffic, and their CleanWeb 2.0 ad blocker even blocks YouTube ads. And when I ran a side-by-side ping test on a nearby server, Surfshark added less than 5 ms, which is genuinely impressive. Now, the flaw, in my experience, is mostly their customer support response times, which are abysmally slow, slower than NordVPNs. And if you enable the multi-hop or obfuscation feature, don't do it for gaming. That's where latency spikes. Keep it on WireGuard, pick a nearby server, and you'll be fine. Who this one is for is mostly households with multiple consoles and gaming PCs, competitive to semi-competitive players who want DDoS protection without paying a premium price. You know, it's pretty nice. Now, Surfshark's deal is 60% off plus 3 free months free, and the link is in the description, or you can scan that QR code on screen. So overall, Surfshark is great. Honestly, for most people in a household, that's probably all you need. But if you play ranked games competitively, like really competitively, or you've ever been DDoSed mid-match, well, the number 1 pick is in a different league. And I'm going to show you exactly why. Now, the best VPN for Xbox in 2026 is, in fact, NordVPN. Surprise! I've been testing VPNs for a while now, and NordVPN is consistently at the top for one reason. It nails the balance between speed, security, and Xbox specific setup in a way that the others just don't quite offer. Now, NordLynx is their WireGuard based protocol, and it gives you the lowest ping of any VPN I tested. On a nearby US server, NordVPN added just 3 ms to my base ping. Surfshark added around like 5 ms on the same test. Both fast, but NordVPN also retained about 94% of my baseline speed. That's the margin that actually matters in ranked play. Like I said, milliseconds. Now, the DDoS protection is genuinely the best here because you know how people are. NordVPN hides your real IP at the network level, and their infrastructure is built to absorb attacks without you feeling a thing. MeshNet is also the killer feature for Xbox gamers. You can create a private encrypted network with your friends across the internet. Imagine a LAN party basically, but from anywhere in the world. Lower latency, more stable, and you control who's on it. Now there's 5,800 plus servers across 60 plus countries, give or take. So finding a server that sits near your game's regional data center is just easy peasy. They also have some of the clearest router setup guides for getting this running on your home network. It's easy. And that router setup matters because, again, Xbox doesn't have a native VPN app, which I wish they did, but NordVPN makes it straightforward. Now, there are some flaws here, of course, like all of them. It only covers 6 simultaneous connections on the standard plan, so if you've got a big household, Surfshark is, well, it might make more financial sense. It does to me. And the 2-year commitment is where the best pricing lives, so it's not great if you only want a short-term solution. But who it's best for, I would say, is competitive and ranked gamers, anyone who's experiencing DDoS attacks, and anyone who wants the fastest overseas server connections for playing with friends in different regions. Now, right now, NordVPN has a deal running 74% off plus 3 free months. Go ahead, use the link in the description or scan that QR code on screen. That's the best pricing they offer. And it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can test it risk-free on your Xbox setup. Now, quick summary, maybe you skipped to this part, but if streaming and privacy are your priority, then go with Proton. If you've got a house full of gamers, Surfshark covers everyone for less. And if you game competitively and want the fastest, most stable setup with DDoS protection, NordVPN is the winner here. Of course, all 3 deals are linked below. Go ahead and grab whichever one fits your setup.